Hi, I'm Niall from Gulfstream Boat Sales. Today I want to show you around this beautiful Galeon Galia 620 Cuddy. It is powered with a Mariner 150 horsepower Optimax outboard. It's an 07 boat with only 350 hours on the clock, and it's a boat that we've known for a very long time. We actually sold it as a stock boat back in 2019. We traded it in once again in 2021. And we sold it as a stock boat again, and now it's back on the market once more. We're selling it on brokerage, but it's a really good boat. It's been very well looked after. There's a good solid service history, and just a fabulous 21-foot sort of sports cuddy, self-bailing deck, suitable for use in the sea, big enough to spend the odd overnight on board as well. We're going to take a walk around it now, show you the condition that it's currently in now in November 2024, and we will show you all the features inside it, hopefully help you to figure out whether this might be the right boat for you. So the Galia 620 is just a smidge under 21 foot long. It has a beam of 8 foot 6 inches, and it is a big, solid, substantial sea boat, but still on a single axle trailer, so pretty easy to manage both on and off the water. Taking a walk around the exterior, port side of it is in beautiful condition. We've just given it a fresh polish in the workshop before bringing it into the showroom here, but the hull is almost unmarked. Some very light scratches here if you look really hard along here, and a few marks up there, but generally speaking, nice and clean. Below the waterline as well, we've given it a fresh lick of anti-fouling paint there. You can see the underlying paint condition at the back there. We've just done the waterline to clean it up for the photographs, but hull bottom is in really good condition as well. Original Galeon graphics, all in great shape. We've got like a silver rub rail and a white PVC insert, stainless steel bow rails, nice Galeon cleats forward, midships and aft. Aluminium windscreen surrounds in good condition. These high level windows into the cabin are in nice shape as well. Nice modern looking boat still. You've got the Galeon badge here. You've got your Galia 620 badge. All the graphics are in good shape, and deck drain, stainless steel deck drain there. I think that's bilge pump outlets and stuff. Coming all the way back to the stern corner. Rub rail, a couple of wee minor scuffs on it, but it's in pretty good shape. We've got a fold out 3-step stainless steel boarding ladder, lives in there. Swim platforms either side of the engine, all molded non-skid with steps up over the transom seat into the cockpit. You get your Galeon stainless steel cleats back here as well, so still really sharp looking boat. Has the opening bow rails at the front, so for if you're doing kind of Scandinavian mooring, you can hop off and on the bow. That's all molded non-skid, and there's actually full walk around side decks on this boat as well, which is pretty unusual for a boat of this size, but you can quite comfortably walk up and down both side decks to get out onto the bow. Anchor locker there. Again, your forward stainless steel cleats, little anchor roller, so it's easy to drop anchor. And then the starboard side also looks the part, really smart. Again, a few minor wee scuffs, probably from the anchor more than anything else. They don't look like trailer damage. This boat has actually been lifted off and on the trailer by the current owner for the last 3 years. A couple of wee scuffs here as well, but nothing major at all. Again, below the waterline on this side looks really good. Graphics are in very good condition all the way down this side. Galia 620 badge. These are your sling marks here, actually factory sling marks if you're having it slung off and on the trailer. Windscreen surround looks good on this side. Cabin windows, you've got your GPS antenna there. Nav lights, midships cleat. Galeon badge. Wee slight scuff in the navy blue there, but nothing major at all. 620, graphics look good. Deck scupper on this side. Coming all the way back to the stern corner. Again, a couple of scuffs here, but again, fairly minor. This is a recent addition. We installed this for the current owner back in 2021, so that's an auxiliary outboard bracket. Will carry up to, I think, a 10 horsepower, but something like a 6 is probably loads to push this, just as a safety auxiliary backup. Then you've got this little Swim platform here, wet locker underneath, splash well, outboard lock. This boat's equipped with a turbo swing bar. It's very easy to remove that. Just lifts off, but that is for water sports use. If you're pulling water toys or water skiers, it allows the ski rope to go around behind the boat, keeps it away from the engine and the prop as well. Talking about the engine, we have a Mariner Optimax 150 horsepower. These are very reliable and efficient and powerful motors. So you get 2-stroke levels of power to weight, so very punchy power delivery. But it's a direct injection 2-stroke system, DFI, which gives you basically 4-stroke levels of fuel economy. So it's fully serviced. I think the service history certainly goes back as far as 2019. Been serviced up to date, running beautifully, starting on the button, spinning a stainless steel prop. It's a 21 pitch prop, a laser 2 21p, and there would be scope to go smaller on the pitch if you wanted more sharper acceleration, or if you're planning to do a lot of water sports or pull or carry a lot of passengers on board. But it's no slouch. It gets up on plane really quickly, probably runs up to about 35 miles an hour or thereabouts. So perfect for coastal use. I'll pop the hood and show you briefly what it looks like under there as well. So this is what the engine looks like under the cowling. You've obviously got your starter motor and your ECU on this side, fuel rails, air injection system there as well. You've got your fuel supply module, fuel filter, and your little oil reservoir on the end. There's obviously a remote mounted one inside the boat, and that feeds this one here as well. It's all in good condition. It has been regularly serviced, and there are records to back that up as well. So taking a look on board then, fairly conventional layout with a full width bench seat at the back, but because it's 8 foot 6 inches wide, it's really wide. You'll easily seat up to 4 people across the stern. Pedestal style seats then for the helmsman and forward passenger. There's a spot there to put a table in, little cockpit table. You've got these nice teak and varnished inlays, handholds on the port and starboard side and the gunnels. You've got rod holders mounted into those. These are the supports for the cover frames. So here and here, there's a full set of camper covers. If you check out the video or the photographs, at the bottom of our website, you'll see the boat with the full camper tent covers up. So that means if you're using the boat as an overnighter or a weekender, you can turn this whole area into kind of living space, or the weather turns against you. You've got protection from the elements. There's also a flat tonneau cover. The current owner has never used those camper covers. They're in really good condition. Previous owners have, because they've been using the boat on the inland waterways and Loch Earn. But the current owner hasn't. He's just stuck with the tonneau cover, so that pops onto the front of the windscreen. It's just a flat storage cover. Comes down to these little clips at the back. So it's very easy to throw that off and on and just use it if you're using it as an open boat. But this, you've got the choice of both sets of covers. So let's hop on board here. The deck is all obviously molded non-skid, self-bail, so any water finds its way in here will bail through these scuppers at the back end. You've got these molded in steps on port and starboard side, so you can get up onto these really wide side decks. Gives you really good access up onto the bow. So you want to do a sun lounging out there or just get access to the anchor, it's very easy to get up onto the bow on both sides of the boat. So back here we have our battery isolator switch, 4-position isolator, so very easy to get to pop your batteries on. We've got the bench seat here. You can also fold this out. So this section folds out. So we've got to fold this back a wee bit. This is where I could do with 3 hands, but you got to fold that back a little bit to let this come up. So that comes out like this. Definitely did need 3 hands there, but anyway, you fold that section out. I've just popped the cushion there for now. You've got storage underneath here. So this is a huge big storage bin. Bit of spare DFI oil. There's your oil reservoir, lives in there. The sender going to the gauge in the dash. We've got our battery box in here, and a bit of room for storage there as well. And then what you can also do is you've got these filler cushions that can conveniently store in the cabin, and they will go on board here. Now, what do we see? Get this right. I think that cushion goes there, and then these ones go like this with the Velcro pads. I'm sure this makes for riveting viewing. There we go. Sun pad. Sorry, that took so long. But yeah, that's a full-size sun lounger back there. Or if you're staying on board with all the camper covers up, remember, this can be a bed. Kids could sleep out here or whatever. You could easily sleep a couple of people on there. So nice big sun lounger. This is all the original Galeon factory upholstery, all in nice condition. You can tell this boat has been very well looked after. So you got that nice big fold-out sun lounger aft as well. We got our fuel filler here at this point on the deck also. Helm seat, again, all the original upholstery, very nice condition. Passenger seats the same. These rotate around. They're probably, you can loosen them off, but they slide fore and aft, rotate around, so you can sit facing aft if you're just lounging around on the boat at anchor, or if you've got the table in there, you can also sit and face your rear seat passengers for a picnic or something. Underneath the big deck hatch is then another massive storage bin. So this is huge. You'll get like, I don't know, a half a dozen or 8 fenders in there, no problem at all. All your dock lines, water sports gear, just a huge big storage bin that's going to swallow up lots of gear and equipment. You'll notice here that this table base, the bottom of it has come out, and we have a new one on order. So there's going to be a brand new table base mounted in there, just in case you have spotted it. But hinges and stuff are all in good condition. So the windscreen provides great protection for your forward passengers, obviously, and your aft passengers. So if you're sitting back here, this is my eye level. So even sitting back here, you're going to feel nice and secure on board. Backrest comes up to a comfortable height. The gunnels come up to a nice height as well. You've got handrails here, conveniently placed, and great protection from the windscreen, even if you're running with the covers off, and good visibility through that screen as well. Passenger seat, they've got a stainless steel handrail here. Windscreen surround is all in good condition. There's a little like chart table area, a couple of small cup holders molded in there. You've also got more back here for your rear seat passengers. You're sitting there eye line straight through the screen. Helm seats in great condition, and then there's your helm position. Steering is nice and light. We have a recently, this Simrad system I think was installed around in 2018 or 2019. Let's get this turned on here. Turn on all our bits and pieces. There's your switch panel down here for navigation lights, instruments, accessories, bilge pump, anchor light. So that turns on the Simrad. Throttle and shift lever for the outboard, located down here. We could probably slide these seats back if I died the seat slid forward for opening the hatch. Key on the outboard, and that'll power up our instruments here as well. So there's your status monitor, battery, temperature and pressure all okay. Then there's your engine hours, 351 hours, and we can cycle through our information in here. So RPM, status, volts, trim position, fuel level, temperature, trim, water pressure. So there you go, that's your engine hours. And then this side's your speedo, SmartCraft speedo. Gives us temperatures, fuel level in liters, tells you the quantity you have in liters, speed, and all that information there. So full SmartCraft system. And then this is your Simrad, with, I'm pretty sure this has charts. So you've got charts, obviously, fish finder function, instruments. I think it does. I'm not 100% sure. I can't fully remember whether it talks to the engine or not. It certainly can, because it's Simrad are designed to work with mercury, but I'll have to play around with that on the sea trial. Let's just see what we have charts for. There's all charts of this local area here anyway, for sure. There's the full north coast. Pretty sure it's full coastal charts, UK and Ireland. Yeah, it looks like the full coastal UK and Ireland. So that's a really nice unit, touchscreen and fairly recent as well. All in perfect working order. You've got your fuel gauge up here, but it's redundant because we've got SmartCraft fuel gauge. We have a little steering compass there up on top of the dash as well. So that's it, pretty basic. That's one of the things I like about this boat, is that they're, you know, on all these outboard powered boats, actually, as they get a bit older, now, which this one is, it's not a spring chicken anymore, but outboard engines, if they're serviced regularly, they give very little trouble. Servicing costs are also dramatically less than inboards, and especially if they're being used on the coast, around the sea in saltwater, outboards definitely what you want to have, because they will stand up to the rigors of saltwater use a lot better than inboards, and they'll need less sort of care and attention. But yeah, this one is starting on the button, running great. We're going to try our best. It's the wrong time of year now for doing sea trials, just short days and weather's not brilliant, but we will try our best to get it on the water and shoot a sea trial video as well, just to show you how this thing is performing. But it's just come from you know, it's been pulled out of the water, winterized, gone through, and you know, it is running perfectly. So we'll try our best to get it on the water to show you that in the near future. But if you are buying the boat, we obviously wouldn't expect anybody to buy it without a sea trial, so we can do an in-person or virtual sea trial for you, not a problem. Access into the cabin then is via the sliding Perspex door. It's lockable as well, so you can lock your valuables and things in here. And then one step down, it's quite a big cabin, again, for a 6.2 meter boat. Quite a big cabin. There's lots of headroom in here, so full sitting headroom. There's probably room, I mean, you could potentially have 4 people seated down in here if you wanted to, but it's more a space for sleeping, for overnighting. It's a long berth, so you'll definitely be able to stretch out. I would say it's at least 6.5 foot long, the berth, so you can definitely stretch out, put the filler cushion in position. There's your cockpit table there, so that's the wooden cockpit table that goes in the base, the new base comes right there. That's your base cushion, goes in here, so you can make this up into full double bed. You have a little porta potty toilet, lives in a dedicated spot underneath there, just a wee chemical toilet for use in case of emergencies. Those are your filler cushions for out the back. We have storage then underneath all of these cushions as well, and everything in here is in perfect condition. All solid surfaces, so really easy to keep clean and tidy. More storage in there. You've room to store bits and bobs up behind the thing. A couple of fire extinguishers, set of flush muffs. All these bits and bobs are going with the boat. Opening deck hatch there for a bit of added light and ventilation. And we have a little stereo over here. Let's see if this is working. So you got 2 speakers out in the cockpit and 2 speakers in here as well. So that's all working, and a 12-volt power point, so you can charge phones and stuff. There's another nice deep storage bin in there with 4 fenders with fender socks and dock lines, and a manual bilge pump there as well. All included and going with the boat. So yeah, nice usable Cuddy cabin. Great space for the kids to get in out of the elements if you're out for a day, you know, long day on the water. You have the little camping portable toilet, and you can spend the night on board too if the notion takes you. The trailer that you see the boat sitting on here is included in the sale. It's included in the advertised asking price as well. It's a good solid galvanized frame trailer. It's like a US style launching trailer. There are hydraulic brake lines on it. Whether the brakes are working or not, I'm not sure, but it is a fully bunked trailer. perfect for launching and recovery, good solid frame, and very easy to launch and recover the boat onto those bunks. One thing I would say that it could do with is new mud guards. The mud guards are a bit, they're like somebody has obviously made these mud guards up, and they're homemade effort, not brilliant. They've been on the trailer, to be fair, ever since I've known the boat, so that's going back to 2019. But and they have survived, but yeah, they probably could do with being changed out. But other than that, everything else about the trailer is good, and it's, as I said, it's included as part of the deal. All in all, the Galia 620 would make a brilliant starter boat. It's probably a size up from your typical entry-level starter boat, but in some senses that can be good because it is that wee bit bigger, bit more substantial on the water, especially if you're using the boat around the coast or at sea. It's going to give you and your family a bit more confidence in it. Self-bailing decks are great if you're leaving the boat on a mooring. You know, it's a easy to run engine, but plenty of power for all your water sports use and things like that. And it's a great all-rounder, whether you're looking for a fishing boat, a family cruiser with the camper covers, a sports boat. You know, it will do, it'll kind of do it all. And it's at a price point that's not going to break the bank to buy, and also not going to break the bank to own and maintain either. Galeons have a fantastic reputation for build quality. This one's no exception. They're super solid. Lots more weight to them and heft than a lot of the other European brands. You know, like your Janus and Beneteaus are obviously lovely boats, and we're a big fan of those boats, but Galeons are definitely better screwed together. There's just more material goes into building them. The quality of stainless steel work and stuff. Even the fabrics and the upholstery, they seem to stand the test of time a lot better. So yeah, I think it would be a great first boat, or if you're moving up from a smaller bow rider, or say you're a coastal boater and you're fed up with maintaining an inboard engine or something, this has the outboard that everybody wants for a coastal boat nowadays as well. So lots of things going for it, in very nice condition, a really good, honest, straight boat, and ready to go to her new home. So there you go, that is our 2007 Galeon Galia 620 with the 150 horsepower Mariner outboard, only 350 hours in the clock. It has been very well cared for. As I said, we've known the boat for a long time now, and I'm happy. It's a good boat, good, solid, reliable boat. Has given none of the previous owners any issues or any trouble. Yeah, ready to go to her new home. If you want to arrange to come and view the boat in person, if you want to have a chat about it or talk about a sea trial or a survey, please don't hesitate to get in touch. The best way to do that is by calling me on the number at the top of our website, or you can send me an email to sales@gulfstreamshop.com, or fill out the callback request form on this page of our site, and I'll contact you at a time that's convenient. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. I hope you like the Galia 620 as much as we do. Thanks.